Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to DRS Season 17, Round 3. We're in Monaco on the streets of the Principality. And, well, after last week's very chaotic race, it might be a bit less hectic this week. We might not see as many. Obviously, we got no straight mode here in Monaco. That's one of the main things, and the overtake mode doesn't seem to be as much of a factor due to the fact you barely use energy around the circuit. So let's see, who is our first car out on track? Let's get all our little things set up. I think it's Kessler's one of our first ones out. We will take a look at that now. Put lap data on as well. There we go, we're all set up. So, what have you missed since we were last live? A couple of incidents were filed in the steward's room. Shawnee P receiving a 5-second time penalty for forcing the opponent off the circuit and or losing position. Sandra Finley receiving 2 penalty points for an unsafe return to the track involving Muxie, which was the incident that Muxie retired from. And kind of linked into the same incident, DRS Swanson receiving a 5-second time penalty and also 2 penalty points. This one for causing the collision, which led to Muxie's retirement. If you guys, well, I suppose you couldn't really see it from our stream, but if I remember the incident right, Swanson tried to overtake Finley, made a bit of contact. Finley was in the gravel and just couldn't get the grip to return to the track safely. You can see Kessler sliding around a bit. He goes a bit deep into the hairpin. So now he comes to the tunnel. And there's a yellow flag. I don't know why the lights are flashing on the side. I don't know if it's just a recovery guide. I don't know. Anyway, here comes Kessler now through anti-nose onto the start-finish line. He's going to be obviously the provisional pole. Now where's Shawnee P? Shawnee P currently coming through swimming pool up to Raskas now. And Muxie now to P1, but Sean is going to come in third at the moment with a 112.8. Let's see who else is on the run. But look at Simon the Cadillac here, just in 2. I believe that's Mirabeau. And then through the hotel hairpin into Mirabeau Bas now. Portier is next. Looking pretty tidy there. Now he's going to go flat out through the tunnel. It's one of the most iconic corners in F1. Well, while we've got the time, I'll give you a bit of a championship update. After Melbourne last week, Coleman leads Shawnee in the championship, in the overall championship, by 2 points. But KD Race is not too far behind. He's only 1 point behind Shawnee in 3rd place. And then there's a bit of a gap to Kessler, Swanson and ERC Bird. I'm not too sure. I think a few people have missed races, which is probably why there's such a bit of a gap. Got a strong field here tonight as well. 15 drivers. Which is pretty good for us. Just while we're looking at it. Into Constructors Championships. Or there seems to be an incident. I don't know if there's something that's why you get out of the way. Look at KD now. Racing Bulls, while we've got KD on screen there. Racing Bulls currently top of the championship by 16 points ahead of Red Bull, Ferrari in 3rd, Cadillac in 4th, Aston Martin 5th, Mercedes, McLaren, Audi, Alpine, Williams and Haas, the rest of the field in the Constructors. Now I believe only 3 splits for this season. The extreme drivers have been put on part-time role from the sound of things this year, or this season should I say. So when we get to the splits, we've only got AM, we've got Pro, and we've got the Pro-Ams. We'll do it from the AMs. Shawnee P leading the AM class from his teammate KD Races. 3 points is the difference. And then we've got Easy Life 3rd, Kessler 4th, Muxie 5th and Deadlord in 6th. In the pros, we've got Coleman on top of that one by 9 points ahead of DRS Swanson. Sloth in 3rd, Finley 4th, Smugget and Alnute the others in the class. And finally in the Pro-Ams, DRS Simon leads that one, but only just, I think it's from a better result. He's currently tied on points with Joker. 31 points each, but I think Simon gets that one by way of having a 2nd place in the United Kingdom. Silverstone round. Ooh, as we see KD hit the wall there. Move to Joker quick whilst I get through the rest of the Pro-Ams. Frosty, ERC Bird, ERC Exo, TMK and Sainsy, the rest in those classes in the Brown class. Okay. Let's see what Joker can do now as he comes out of the tunnel into, as he cuts the chicane. It's a very difficult chicane, Newell, to get absolutely perfect. Just having a quick look at the top of the times, we've kind of neglected the session a bit here. Coleman's currently on top with a 1:11.7. Swanson's just moved up to 2nd. Simon's currently just been dropped to 3rd. He's on his out lap for the 2nd run. Where's Coleman? Coleman is currently coming through into Newell. Hops over the curb, keeps the lap clean. And now through to back. Louis Chiron chicane. I think he's backed out of this one looking at the sector times. Let's see who's on circuit. Look at Bird in the other Cadillac here. I think I think he's backed out of the lap as well. What about KD? KD's invalidated. And Exo's retired from the session. Not too sure what's happening there. Good evening to Senna. I can just seen your message in chat. Finley now retiring. I think has he had a mistake at Newville? I wish we could see. But now, let's see, where's... I think this will be... Oh, Bird getting very close to the walls there. I'm not too sure if there's any issues with the servers. Well, I know there was the issue with the Xbox yesterday, but I think that's all been resolved now. Now Syme up to provisional pole position with a 1:11.5. Let's see. Is anybody on some flares? Look at Shawnee. Watch us go on the board with him here. And that mine's already validated the lap. I've just noticed. We'll keep on board with him anyway. See what things are looking like. He backs out of the lap. Is he trying to take a look at Muxie's now on to start a lap here? Come up to Saint-Devote. Sainzy now joining us. I'm trying to remember which rounds. Oh, it's probably been lost to Discord or so by now. Which rounds? Anyway. Look at Muxie now, he's about 4/10 up on his previous best. Here he comes through the swimming pool chicane. Up to Raskas now. Right on the anchors. And then into Anthony Noakes. It was a little bit untidy, but it should still be enough for an improvement. Yes, it is. A 1:11.6 puts in P2. Not too far away from Syme either. There is Shawnee. Shawnee should... Yes, there he is. Go on the off-board now. As he comes through the tunnel. That looks pretty tidy through the Newville there. Now, from what I've seen, he doesn't seem to be as confident this evening about... No, he's looked pretty good the last few weeks. You know, we've obviously been in the fight for the win 2 weeks in a row. He's going to be 11th. I mean, just look at the times at the moment. We've got... Well, I'll let Joker slide into this. We've basically got the top 12 all within a second of each other. Let's take a look at Deadlord. I think he's had a bit of a... Oh, I don't trust those sector times. Let's see if he has another crack at it now. Oh, it's a bit of a bump on the wall as he comes through Saint-Devote. Over the bumps as he comes out of Casino down to Mirabeau. Now into the airpin. Let's see, how's the McLaren driver getting on? Looking pretty tidy so far. Sounds like there's a bit of traction control kicking in to help acceleration. traction out of the very tight Portier. Into the back now. Very tidy through the Chiron chicane. Coming up to Anthony Nose now. Wow, very, very tidy there. He's got a Red Bull behind him. I believe that was Coleman. Up to 11th for Deadlord now. So now we've got 13 within a second of each other. We'll take a look at Kessler now. Let's see if this is going to be an improvement. Oh, never mind, he's invalidated. Let's take a look. Is anybody on the run? We'll look at Coleman. He's not too far off through Sector 1. Only a couple of hundredths improvement. Using the bit of the curb through the hairpin. And a bit of a curb through Miro Bass. Now Portier can't use much curb there. If you use the curb, you're in the wall. Very tidy there. Let's see, what does the sector show in a moment? It's 0.3 up. This is going to be a potential pole time here. Just got a couple more corners to negotiate. 2 more. Anthony knows the left, the right and the left. Onto the straight now. Hugging the pit wall. Oh, he's just missed out. Now, does he have life in the tyres and enough time to recharge the battery? Oh, it seems he clobbers the wall on the exit of the chicane. Of the hairpin, sorry. Take a look at ERC Bird. Apparently he's got a purple sector through Sector 1. I'm gonna take the game's word for it there. Now Bird through the tunnel. Oh, that is pretty tidy through the chicane. Let's see what the sector time is going to say in a second as he comes through to back. 1.2 up apparently. Oh, that was a bit of a contact with the wall on the exit of the swimming pool. It's a little bit wider than the exit of Rascast too. I think he might just have enough margin in it to keep a good lap time coming. And he goes to P1. A 10.612. Nearly a second quicker than what his teammate Simon had done earlier in the session. So what can Coleman do? I think he's having one more go at it. Does he have the tyre and the battery? He looked a little bit... Yeah, he's a little bit down there. Kessler's retired at turn 1. Let's take a look at Smug Gear. I think he's just going to have time for one more if Kessler's car does... Oh, he might have got impeded by Kessler's car being on the track there. We will see now. Does the Audi driver show a sign of improvement? Let's see. Oh, he's just a little bit down on his previous... Let's actually move down a bit to look at Shawnee. Does he have anything in it? Maybe not. He's just clobbered the wall on the exit of the chicane, of the swimming pool chicane. And up he comes to the line. He's up to P5 though, despite contact with the wall. And he's immediately displaced by Swanson. Now where's Syme? Syme shows a sign of improvement. There's a 0.3 apparently. 111.1. So unless there's an improvement from Muxy or Frosty, Smug get up to 4th. Unless there's an improvement from Muxy or Frosty, it is going to be a Cadillac 1-2. And yes, it will be. Frosty only did a P3. Muxy only managed in P9. And so it is a Cadillac front row lockout here in Monaco. And it seems we're going to have a bit of a wait for a quali rundown. Oh, you might be getting somewhere. Never mind. Also, while we have a bit of a break on the grid, I'm just going to go get myself a little bit of a snack before we go to lights out. And we are back just in time as well. Very interesting mix of tyres on the grid here. Yeah, it seems to be mostly mediums, but a few people opting for the hards and Joker, playing the Joker card and going for the soft as well. We're just waiting. Here we go. 5 lights. And away we go in Monaco. Bird seems to keep P1. The side by side. Oh, I think he's just had to put the anchors on to not run into his teammate. Simon is ahead as they go Beau Rivage. And into the casino now. There's a yellow flag going up the hill. Coleman's had an incident going up Beau Rivage. This is not seems to have taken a bit of wing damage. Yeah, there's a front wing damage, and I don't know if he damaged the rear wing trying to reverse out of it. It's a yellow flag in the middle sector. I don't know if that's just because the usual first lap stack up at the hairpin. Sean P dropping to 13th. I'm not sure what's happened there. Anyway, the end of lap 1. It's still Cadillac 1-2, but the order's been the order's been swapped. Sim P1. And it seems there's a bit of the top 3 are in a rush to get away. As they run along the port and the docked yachts on the side there. There seems to be a bit of a break in the middle of the pack, not sure why. And now the Cadillacs are side by side down the start finish straight. Bird takes the fastest lap and he will take the lead as well. Sim's not giving up on his fight for the win. Let's take a look at Frosty's dropped a bit further back now. Now, you see a bit of a gap here. There's about 3 seconds separating Finley and Sainsy at the end of the top 10. I wonder if this is all linked or if it's just, well, maybe. Oh, that's a bit of a glitch. Good old missing nose cone. So, we're about we're 5 laps in now, and I think Bird's trying to make a run for it here. You can see this field's starting to be a bit spread out. Kessler's doing pretty well in 7th. As I say, as he runs a little bit deep into Nouvelle. He's got Sloth and Finley just behind. I think Sloth dropped a bit of time here, I think. Looked a bit slow coming through the Rascas section. Kessler now into the pits. Let's take a look at Smoke getting the Audi. It might not be one of the fastest cars in real life, but it's definitely one of probably the nicest looking and best sounding of the current cars. Oh, as Frosty kicks the rear bit through the exit of the hairpin. Oh, and I think that's Swanson gone wide. Some Finley's had a pit stop since what? Let's take a little bit of a pause for a second. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these missing front wings, front noses, shall I say. Birdie's absolutely clearing the way now in the front of this race. Oh, I thought there was going to be a bit of action into the Nouvelle then. With Coleman now getting a penalty. It's all kind of going wrong a bit here. This could have massive implications in the championship. Just to remind you, we have 12 rounds. It's only round 3. Madrid, Shanghai and Jeddah for Jackson Center. That reminds me. Let me just take a look at the Drivers' Championship. Just remember, Shawnee only has a 2-point gap to Coleman. Now, it's still a bit of a traffic jam behind Smuggy. Oh, there's a yellow flag out. Oh, it's Frosty. Something's happened to Frosty. We just missed it. He's missing a piece of the front, the left inside the front wing. Smuggy now into the pits as well. Now, yeah, what was I saying about Shawnee in the championship? There's a 2-point gap between him and Coleman. Coleman currently not in the position to score. Shawnee, well, I was going to say he was in the place to get 1 point, but he's just pitted. There you go, Frosty's now out the pits. Now, does that lot have a bit of... Yeah, he's missing the front end plate. Interesting. Let's take a look at this. Exo and Sainsy. And now into new, well, it's about, I completely missed it. Signed pit. Then Moxie now back up to P6 after whatever happened on the first couple laps. And now Bird, he's come out the pits behind his teammate, and he's going to be behind a couple of the drivers. Yes, there's some who have yet to pit. This will be interesting because Sam pitted earlier and he's ended up ahead of his teammate. He's made that undercut work perfectly, and look, Bird is going to get held up in a bit of traffic. Now he's stuck behind two drivers who've also pitted recently, Smug and KD. So it's not like he's going to be benefiting from people pitting. He might benefit from Muxy having another pit stop. But this could be a defining moment here in Monaco. And the longer the Muxy is in front of these guys, it's gonna make Bird's life harder. I mean, let's see. It's already, that must already be at least 5 seconds, and unless you have a significant pace advantage, 5 seconds is not easy to find around Monaco. Oh, Simon's having a look on Sainsy there. He's got to remember, he's got that pace, he's got that distance between him and Bird. As they go through the hairpin. Let's see. Simon looks like he's got a better drive than Sainz. He's looking all sides of him. He's not going to get through into Nouvelle. So maybe Simon's now falling into the same problem the Bird is. Is that he might be afraid of? Yeah, he's managed to get through. Oh, Sainz hits the wall. I don't know if that was a result of Simon getting through, or if that was a genuine mistake. Now, Sloth Pit promoting EXO to the lead of this race. 1.1 is the gap at the front. I think Sainzy's got away with that contact with the wall with minimal damage. Now, where's Bird? Bird is just at the back of this pack here. Now, he must be getting impatient, surely. To basically have the Great Wall, or now that I was going to say it's the Great Wall of France in Muxy, but Muxy's Alpine, but he's now got Sainsy leading the train. He's let Muxy through. Oh, it's contact! There was contact in the tunnel. Was that Smug Git, or was that someone else? Either way, that's more time. Bird will lose. And while we're watching that, our Joker's out at the chicane and has brought out the virtual safety car. While we're in the virtual safety car, I'm just going to take the moment to reset our party thing. There we go. That's that sorted. And now we're back under green flag. Shawnee P taking a time penalty for corner cutting as well. And, oh, we need to go back into the field a bit. Lord Coleman is through on Shawnee P. Now, Coleman is still in need of another pit stop, I'd assume. Oh, Shawnee run a bit wide on Anthony Nogues there. It may not mean much right now, but it's races like these that may decide the championship in a few weeks' time. Let me just remind myself, where is our championship finale? In Yas Marina in the middle of October. It might feel like a long way away, but the weeks will suddenly fly by as we get into the flow of the championship. Coleman has now left the session. That's a good question, Senna. On as Shawnee gets back through on Coleman. If my understanding of the rules are correct, I think it was just for 2025 the mandatory 2-stop rule at Monaco. I think it does not, if I'm to my knowledge, it does not affect the 2026 cars, as there's a yellow flag. I think KD Races had an incident. He's missing a piece of front wing. So is Swanson as well, which is interesting. I mean, I think EXO definitely needs at least 1 stop, but I don't know if he needs to do 2. I think they relaxed, if I remember right, they relaxed the rule for 2026, and if EA have done the rules accurately, you only need to do a 1 stop. We'll find out a bit further into the race. But now Muxie pitting from this kind of lead-ish group, or the front group at least. That's a good point. Question. I don't know if DRS have specified whether there is a multiple pit stop race. Coleman has managed to rejoin us now. I don't know. That is that's a good question. I've not seen anything specified. Oh, as Finley's out of turn 1. That puts us back under VSC. So we're now down to 14. Simon currently the leader, and he's got a fair advantage, you know, at this rate. 7 seconds back to EXO, who still needs to do a pit stop. I dread to think how worn them hard tyres are getting now. Smug Gear is about 9 seconds back. And Bird must be well over 10 seconds back, and he's going to be stuck behind people with damage. As Kessler now gets a drive through with Pat under the VSC. And they're side by side. Oh, there's contact between Bird and KD. Oh, there's more contact. Looks like a piece of the wing of someone has gone flying there. Kessler getting a 10-second time penalty for his corner cutting. There's too much going on as Kessler retires as well. And we are now under a full safety car. And seems that has happened on the exit to back. So 14 has suddenly become 13 in a matter of minutes. And this is really going to help out people who've been affected by incidents earlier in this race. Syme making the opportunity to pit. I assume we're going to see the same from EXO. Yes, he will. I mean, you'd be... Smugate choosing to stay out. And Coleman now getting a drive-through. Let's take a look at penalties, actually. 3 seconds for Sloth and Shawnee. Muxie and Deadlove with 6 seconds, and Coleman now receiving the drive-through. I think he's just received the second one. Well, if there is a 2-stop rule, I think most drivers have... I think... Right, something's not right here with Coleman. He's been disqualified. Coleman's been disqualified from the race. That... I'm not sure what's happened there. Because there's no way someone has managed to receive multiple drive-through penalties in a matter of minutes. Well, this is going to work very much in Shawnee's favour if he can get himself back into the points. And this safety car might help his chances. I think he's been a bit open about how, you know, Monaco is not his track. So, yeah, that was very interesting. Let's see if we can get an answer. I think Shawnee's going to gain another place with Sainsy in the pits here. I think, yeah, we're going to get a restart this time. We'll move our attention back to the front. Smugate controlling the field. They come to Raskas. And Burn Minelander's going to pull into the pit lane. And here we go. Smugate, he's going to leave it fairly late, it looks like, is it? There he goes. Well, there's been a contact a bit further back. Frosty and Bird. And again, as more people fall into the missing nose cone glitch, I don't understand what goes on with it, but oh well. Now Syme, he's looking all ways to get past Smugate. Not close enough on the brakes. Smugs have gone a bit deep through Nouvelle. Syme's going to be on the wrong side for the overtake, though. Oh, he's just about... Oh, is this contact with Smugget? Smugget's gone all the way around on the exit to back. Oh, it's a massive shame because Smugget was doing pretty well there. So there could be a penalty going to Simon's way. Bird into the pits now. I would say it's all going wrong a bit for Cadillac. Simon, he's gone. Well, it was hard to tell because the camera was moving, but from the looks of things, there could have been contact. I don't know. It could, it could have been Smug. He's slammed on the brakes, and the brake bias has sent the rear end around the corner before the front. Who knows? It wasn't really clear to see from the external camera. Katie's still missing a piece of that front wing, despite... Oh, there's more contact. Oh, there's Exo! Exo and Moxie! I don't know if that was just... I'm not sure what happened there. I think just the front and rear axles got locked together. Yeah. From what I could see, I'd have to see maybe Smug's point of view. Well, maybe afterwards when he's finished his stream, I'll go back, have a look, see if there was any contact or if it was just being a bit. Never mind, but we're going to go away from that for a second. Side by side along the start finish straight, KD and Frosty. Meanwhile, now this could be working in Simon's advantage, because if there was contact and Exo now retiring in the pits. Now, what I was going to say is, if there was contact and Simon does get a penalty, now I'd assume most he'd get is maybe a 5-second penalty. Which, looking at the gap he's got, it's more than enough. Like, and even at the rate it's going, the rate the gap's going up, there's a chance that even if you did get something a bit more, like a 10-second penalty, there's a chance, whatever happens, Simon will win this race. Whether it be outright or even with there is an investigation into the incident on a few laps ago. I think it was about 4 laps ago, I think it was. I know laps go very, very quickly here at Monaco. Either way, it's nearly a 10-second gap already. I know KD's got damage and he's likely holding the rest of the field up, but bloody hell, this is interesting. Now, where's Shawnee? Shawnee's up to 7th in this. I'm just checking to the... Now 7th will give Shawnee 6 points, which if he stays here before the end of the race, it's almost guaranteed him the championship lead, I think. Hold on, where is... Let me still check, where is... Yeah, it seems like it's going to be... Oh wait, no, KD races, I've just noticed, in P2 will likely take championship lead. Yeah, I think KD races is going to... Oh, there's an Aston Martin slowing up the hill. That's what's happened to Frosty. I don't know if it's just a poor exit or... I was too busy reading into the championship results. And bloody hell, Simon is basically running away at this point. He's got just over 10 laps to go. There's 12.5 seconds to play with. Let's move a bit further back. See some... Oh, there's a bit of action there. KD ran a bit wide. Sloth's trying every way to get through. I mean, look at... It's not really much use to look at the PB laps, but... Where's Bird? Bird is currently 9th. He might benefit from some penalties ahead of him. Let's take a look at the penalty situation. Sloth with a 3-second, Deadlord, Muxie with 6, Sainsy and Shawnee also on 3. Frosty receiving a 10-second penalty as well. There's someone in the wall there, there might be Sainsy again. Bird goes through. Fuck. The TV's about to turn off. This is not a good time. Oh no. Oh, this Bird goes wide at the chicane. This is probably one of the downsides of Monaco being the way it is these days. Is that let's see. Oh, Shawnee was trying to have a look at the top at oh, he's still side by side with Deadlord. Oh, he's had to think better of that maybe then. Definitely was an interesting helmet design. I'll let him have that one. What was it getting close? KD running deep into the chicane. Now this must be getting frustrating for Swanson. I can only assume he's got a fully healthy car. And it's almost like he's been held up by KD. With the nature of Monaco, there is basically... it's impossible to overtake, really. Deadlord into the pits now. 18 laps on those hards. Fair play. I think this... no, you got this. Yeah, this must be really frustrating. Look, even there, he tried to go have a look, but the one close enough for a braking overtake there. You just must be thinking, can this V-carb just get out of my way? Moxie receiving another time penalty now as well. There's the yellow flag. Frosty's out at the Nouvelle chicane. And we are back under VSC. So maybe it's just given. Might giving Swanson a bit of it. Oh, never mind, as we go back to green now. He's not really caught KD napping. But look at Shawley, he's trying the outside of Sloth. And he's going to go up the inside of Nouvelle chicane. He got a bit deep on the brakes. We're looking at his front wing, so we can't really see anything. Sloth, but it looks like Sloth's had to cut the chicane. And it looks like he's lost time to Bird as well. Bird, what a pass through the chicane. And I'm not sure what's happened to Sloth there. I don't know if it was an illegal overtake thing has come up on his screen. Oh! Oh, it's Bird! Bird's had an incident in the hairpin! It seems like he's lost on the brakes. Is he stuck on the curb? Oh, he's just managed to free himself. He's taking a time penalty for using the brick section as well. Currently, Syme, he's 20 seconds ahead of everyone else at the front. Well, at the moment, VCarb in position to take a good run of a good load of points away from the Principality of Monaco. Although, in very interesting circumstances, Bird now retiring in the pit lane. What could have been for the Cadillac driver from pole position by an absolute country mile to a couple incidents and now in the pits. And now Smug gets kind of back to the Smug get rejoined the party in this kind of front group. Fend off from Muxie as well. So we now have well, 3 and a bit laps to go now. And now Swanson taking a 3-second time penalty. I wonder, let's just take a look at the penalties again. Actually, we'll leave the penalties up for the rest of the race. So, I mean, if it stays as it is, potential for Smug Git to make some gains on if he can keep himself clean of penalties in the final 2.5 laps or so. No, from being taken out, or seemingly taken out from the lead of the race to potentially could be P3 if the if things stay as they are. Yeah, it should. Might get P4. I don't know. It's gonna be very confusing. We'll find out when the race finishes where everyone is. Anyway, see Muxie now getting his elbows out. Getting very interesting as we come to the final 2 laps of this race. Simon's already at the hairpin. That is, well, I don't know how much of that is KD kind of being a bit of a roadblock and how much of it was just his actual pace. I've no fair play to him. He was one of the, I think he was the, no, only one who was somewhat near Bert's qualifying time, and oh, hold on, they're side by side going through. Oh, fate! Almost Muxie trying an overtake through Mirabeau Bass. Oh, he's looking always trying to get through on Shawnee. They're side by side through Nouvelle. Is Sloth going to take the both of them? They're 3 wide and... Oh, Smuggett's had another spin in the background. Oh, there's a bit of contact with Sloth for Shawnee. He's lost a bit of front wing because of it. Everyone is getting elbows out in the final stages of this race. 21.3 is currently the gap between Simon and KD. There is Simon going through the hairpin. We'll move away from that for a second. We'll look at this. Oh, there was was that contact or was it just a perspective thing? It looked like there was a bit of a bump between Muxie and Sloth there. I think Smug might still benefit from some penalties at this rate. Well, anyway, we'll move away from the battles for a minute. I mean, what a race from this guy tonight. From P2, he's been somewhere near the front all race long. Well, here he comes, DRS S17 to take the win in Monaco. And he's almost dominated this race. Gap is currently 21.1 seconds. Shawnee takes another time penalty. KD managing to battle half the race with basically half a front wing. He's gonna come home P2 with Swanson just behind in P3. And here comes Sloth and Muxie. Where's Pouncy's gonna slot them out? I think that okay there. Shawnee comes home 6th on the road. Where's Smugget? Smugget's gonna leapfrog Muxie and Shawnee to get a P5. And I didn't see about the rest of the field. Hopefully we're able to get a result screen this week. And I believe that is Cadillac's first win in DRS. And the first win by a non-Red Bull Ford manufacturer's car. Or Red Bull Ford powered car, should I say. So let's actually get past all that. There he is. DRS S17, the winner here in Monaco. You can hear the horns going in the background. KD races and Swanson with him on the podium. Sloth, Smuggear, Smuxy, Shawnee P, Sainsy, Deadlord and Bird. The top 10. Frosty, Exo, Kessler, Finley, Joker and Coleman all... Oh, Bird, Frosty, Exo, Kessler, Finley, Joker and Coleman all retiring from the race. Muxy taking over the fastest lap as well. I see we've got a few people who have joined us, I think, have they? Or is this just Twitch being Twitch? I don't know. Anyway. There might not be much overtaking, but Monaco was not short on drama, let's just say that. So, thank you all for watching. It might not be much of a battle for the lead after about halfway when Sign decided to engage hyperdrive, but no, that was a fairly decent race for Monaco standards. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Let's just have a look where we are next week. We are Zandvoort. So yeah, hopefully you all join us for Zandvoort, 4th of August, 8 PM local time, or 8 PM UK time, should I say. We'll make sure Kessler gets his reminder. And yeah. So, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all next week in Zandvoort. Good night.